My dog went into septic shock during a blizzard this weekend. She passed away in less than 24 hours. Her name is Brownie. She was a 9-year-old Staffy/Blue-Nose Pit mix. Vet told me when we spoke that was on the cusp of geriatric, and I didn't even realize that was a case she was forever a puppy. Anyways, Sunday morning she was appearing as though she was completely fine. The only difference was she only ate half of her breakfast, but no other behavioral changes whatsoever. Went potty no problem before the blizzard hit, was drinking water but lots of it, red flag I probably missed. However, 6 p.m. Sunday night she was in complete collapse. I mean, she went from 0 to absolutely on the verge of death with 19 inches of snowfall already accumulated and coming down hard and fast. I called the emergency vet, and after discussing symptoms and the quick onset, he believed it was septic shock and that she was going into multiple organ dysfunction, but until I could get her to the vet, they wouldn't know for sure. His only advice until I could get myself dug out while solo taking care of a dying dog was to keep her comfortable and warm as mortality rate of mods is high. He warned me that it would be a difficult evening and gave me private cremation options if she didn't make it through the night until I could safely get us there. Sunday into Monday morning was probably her darkest of days, and she passed. It was violent towards the end. It was probably so painful for her, but I didn't leave her side the entire time. I'm cremating her and had her picked up by Monday evening when roads were cleared. I will not know for certain what exactly happened, but everything that happened to her from 6 p.m., 10 a.m. Monday morning pointed to her organs shutting down. I do not wish on anyone to watch their dog suffer in that way, and I do not wish for any animal to ever suffer that way. If there was not a blizzard, I could have avoided the pain she felt in her final 16 hours. Or if maybe I tried to get there even in the weather, I just feared we would get stuck, and that would be too dangerous for her. I have so much guilt for the pain she was in, and for her sudden and immediate death. I don't even know how this happened. I don't even know how to grieve her. Right now I'm in shock. It's surreal. For those that have fur babies, a day too early is better than a day too late, and I learned that lesson the hard way. Too long did not read. My dog died suddenly and unexpectedly from multiple organ failure during a blizzard this weekend, and I feel so much guilt for being unable to take her pain away because I was stuck and too scared to transport her in bad conditions. Edit. Typo on breed abbreviations. It is very likely that she would have died, even if you got to the vet. Sepsis is frequently fatal even with prompt care. My dog died in the hospital after going to the vet within 2 hours of symptom onset, refused breakfast. I can't imagine how you are feeling. I'm glad you are safe, and you were with your girl until the end. You were her human, and you did right by her. Love. I am so sorry for your loss. I blocked my whole entire family on my dad's side, including my dad, and they don't know about it. Hi there, I'm 28 years old, female, and married. Growing up, I didn't know anything my biological father until I found my old baby book and discovered that my little brother and I are half-siblings. I was, of course, very upset towards my mom for holding the truth about my biological father from me. I was 15 at that time. My mom, understanding of my frustration about my dad, she did warn me that he isn't the best of being committed with his promises. She explained to me that my dad wasn't a faithful husband towards to his wife and lies to every person that he knew. He has 6 kids, and I'm the youngest on my dad's side. He was originally from Panama, South America, but moved to the USA at the age of 21 to live a better lifestyle. My mom also told me that he'd been letting on this lie that we will live a happy life together raising our babies like a family. Come to find out that he is married to his wife, and my mom didn't know about it and pregnant with me at the time. My mom didn't want to do anything with him and cut him off, and the only thing he has to deal with is child support or risk going to jail. This isn't the first time he did this to wife, and he's still married to her to this very day. Me being naive 15-year-old, I still wanted to know more of my dad and my whole extended family. My mom didn't fight me and just allowed me to talk to him. I was able to message him on Facebook, and that from there, it was amazing to interact with him and got to know my half-siblings and my nieces and nephews by video chats and calls. Remind you, we never met in person. We only just FaceTime and call back in 2013. When COVID hit back in 2020, my husband proposed to me at our home, and it was perfect to me. Even though he wished to take me somewhere romantic, but at home during lockdown was the right time. So I publicly announced to my family and friends that I was engaged. Told my family on my mom's side about the news, and everyone was excited and emotional and the same time. I then told my dad the same news, and he was thrilled about it. I told him that I wanted him to come over to my wedding, so I get to meet him in person. This is where he began to distance himself from me. I text him to send his address, so I can send him the invite. He circled around my response, and asked me to send him the invitation by taking a picture of it. Of course I sent it to him, hoping that he will show up to my wedding. Then 1 year later, it's 1 month closer to wedding date, and I haven't heard back from him. So I called him and asked him if he's still planning to come over to wedding. He said that, oh yes. I couldn't miss it this beautiful day, and my beautiful daughter is going to walk down the aisle with me on the side, and I might cry. I told him if you couldn't make it, at least message me back, and I will understand. 1 month later, wedding day came and no sign of him showing up. Not a text nor a call back. I felt betrayed and lied to just like my mom mentioned it. My stepdad walked me down, and I am grateful for him for being there for me. Almost 3 years later, my dad texts me back making excuses about why he didn't reach out to me. I wasn't going to let his excuses slide, and I told him that, you let me down. Not only you didn't show up to my wedding, you ghosted me for 3 years. Not even anyone on your side of your family didn't even show up to my wedding. Not a single person on your side of the family ever left a comment of congratulations or anything about it. My dad apologized for his actions, and he said that he and his family will do better to communicate more. It didn't get any better after that. Last year, I was involved in a car accident that totaled my car, and the accident was caused by the driver who tried to beat the red light and hit my vehicle very hard. I only had some bruises and some contusion, non-life-threatening injuries. My phone sent an emergency message to my mom and my husband. My mom immediately called me, was overwhelmed, crying, and relief that I was okay. She made a post Facebook to let everyone know that I was involved in a car accident and I'm doing okay. My whole family on my mom's side, including my husband's side, was calling and me to check in on me while I was recovering. I never got anything back from my dad and his whole family. Once I was fully recovered, I called my dad and told him the truth about how I was feeling like a black sheep of his side of the family, and I feel extremely left out from my half-siblings, and I try my hardest to reach out to everyone, and no one ever does it back. I seen everyone is getting tagged on Facebook on family events, and I'm not always getting tagged on any social events that I was never invited or involved. My dad tried to say that, oh sweetie, we all love you, but your mom. I stop him from getting to that topic. He always bashing on my mom from the past to make him feel like he is the victim. My mother move on from the situation. He doesn't hate him or love him. She only focuses on her life and her children, and she hoped that he will find his peace like she is with their problems. He did not move on from the drama. That where I know in my heart is broken, and I feel so numb from dad's stupidity and lies. It's good to hear from you again. I didn't think you would call me at all, he said. Hey, I'll get on your siblings to reach out to you more. I told my dad that it's not point anymore and don't worry about it. We ended the conversation and hanging up. He thinks we will keep in touch. He doesn't know that this is my last time talking to him. I blocked his phone number, his Facebook account, and I went further that I blocked the whole entire family on my dad's family on all social media platforms and their phone numbers too. I even told my mom to unfollow my dad and his whole family and blocked them because I don't want them to know my personal life since they don't bother to reach out to me. She willingly followed through my words. After wiping out my family on my dad's side, I ended up crying and told myself, why does anyone on my dad's side doesn't love me? No one cares about me, and I'm just wasted half of my life wanting to be loved and cared, and at the end, nothing. I'm still feel hurt about it, but I'm not looking back on my choices. For me, it's best if I don't bother reaching out to them, since they don't bother reaching out to me. All I got is my mom, my husband, and my whole family on both sides on my mom's and husband's side of the family. I wish I never knew about my dad. Your dad sounds like complete garbage. I'm so sorry, Opie. I hope he's overcome with regret. Don't forget you also have your stepdad, and he obviously loves you and treats you well. Let him know how much that means to you. Sounds like you made the right decision in cutting him off. Good luck and don't look back. You are the affair baby, that's why no one contacts you. You did nothing wrong and didn't deserve this treatment. Cutting them off will give the peace you deserve. My mom disgusts me. I feel ashamed making post, but I have nobody else to tell this to and nowhere else to go. I'm scared my family will shun me for this, and telling my friends is embarrassing. But being around my mom makes me disgusted. All she does is sit on the couch and watch TikToks or TV. Literally. I have never seen her do anything but eat, lay in bed, watch television, or watch TikTok, and I'm not exaggerating. I'll come home from school, and she's on the exact same spot on the couch, even when I'm done with my homework and even after eating dinner. She never leaves the house unless she has to. She very rarely buys vegetables or fruit or anything actually healthy. If she does, it's because I'm at the store with her. When she goes alone, she comes back with multiple packs of cookies and pastries and sugary snacks. It's just aggravating. On top of that, she always complains about her weight, but never actually takes any initiative to lose it. Of course, I understand that it's hormonal weight gain, which isn't her fault. But a big reason for that is how inactive she is. I try to encourage her to go on walks with me in the morning and to eat healthier, and she either outright says she doesn't want to or ignores me. It's completely humiliating to tell my friends anything about my mom because there's quite literally nothing to tell, and what I can tell is pathetic. My friends will tell me about how they hang out with their parents on the weekends and interact as a family. And a part of me wishes I could share stories like that with them. But I can't, because my mom never wants to do anything outside unless it's eat or watch a movie. I've been desensitized to this for years at this point, and I didn't even realize how abnormal it was until my older brother visited from college and told me how different my mom is now. It makes me so upset. I want to tell her everything, but I know it won't help. Me and my brother have tried on multiple different occasions to help her, but it's like our words go in one ear and out the other. I'm genuinely worried that she'll end up with Alzheimer's or dementia at an early age from rotting her brain with TV and getting in no physical exercise. Sorry for the long rant. I just had to put this somewhere. This sounds like classic depression. This sounds less like disgust and more like grief. You're mourning the parent you wish you had, and that's heavy to carry alone. Be gentle with yourself. Depression. I heard my parents cry, and now I feel broken. Yesterday I heard my parents cry because of money. My father works lots of hours and still cannot make enough living. My mother also works, but she is a teacher for foreign languages and cannot find more jobs, and also does not make enough money. They are both 6-0, and yesterday they snapped. They love each other very deeply, but they are both at the limit. My father spends all day out, and when he is back from work my grandma makes him spend endless hours with her, taking time off from us. My mother's side PF the family lives in another country, so my mom is basically alone here. I just do not know what to do. We lost everything due to the financial crisis from 2008, and life has never felt the same since then. I feel so lost. I am starting a great job soon, but at the same time I am 26, and I need to save for my future. Life is hard, and it was very difficult to me to find this job. I feel guilty because of this, because I will be earning more than them, and they do not want my money. I just want things to go back to normal. I want my father to rest, to have his time back. A big hug from an internet stranger. Hope things will become brighter for you and your family. That's fucking heartbreaking. All the love in the world, dude. My husband and I help his elderly parents out by paying some of their bills for them, e.g. insurances, telephone, etc. Maybe you could help them this way.